Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It's Thursday. And so, we're in the kitchen. How's everyone today? How's everyone doing? Do I have my... Oh, look, I actually have my chatbot up. Who knew? Weirder things have happened. I was actually organised today. I actually had my computer set up and it was like, I got like 15 minutes. What do I do? So today we are doing a bacon, egg and cheese bake. Some weird ingredients. We've got some weird ingredients in this one. We'll see how they go. One at least I'm okay raw, but baked, I don't know how that's going to go. We'll find out. Okay, so that one is baby spinach. We'll see. We will see how the baby spinach goes. We're also using one that I don't use very often. We're using pumpkin. In American terms, squash. Although squash can be a very generic term. And yeah, so that's what we got. So we're going to start. This actually shouldn't take too long. It seems a reasonably simple recipe. Fair bit of the time is going to be letting it bake. Right. Adelaide Hills bacon. I like Adelaide Hills bacon. So, now it says, the recipe calls for 4 slices of bacon. What is a slice of bacon? You get slices that are this, you get slices that are, you know, this. Hang on. Context. This. So what we've actually got is we've got 200 grams of bacon. It's maybe a little much for this dish. So we might be able to find the scissors. There they are. So we'll probably do a little less. We're going to be doing interesting things to the onion. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rashers equals 200 grams. So if it was 8, then it'd be 25 grams a pop. Alright, so we'll take... Incoming message. On screen, Mr. Wolf. We'll take 2 out, because that's a nice amount for a hamburger later, right? 2 rashers of bacon in the hamburger at the end of the day. Well, probably the end of tomorrow, but you know. So that is going to leave us about... We're going to put all that on a plate to dry anyway, so it's not going to hurt us to use it up. Alright, that leaves us 143, so about 100, we'll say 150 grams. That's fine, that is. Alright, we're going to take the rinds off with a kniffy. Right. You look at these chopping boards. I look at these chopping boards sometimes, and I just go, they are so massive. And then I start doing something like this where I need 3 piles, and I'm like, you know what? That's just the right size. So we're going to put these together. We're going to chop them up effectively into little cubes. And then we're going to fry them. Oop, uh-oh. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I felt that scratch on my nail. Come on. Get in the nice, neat pile. Ah, God damn it. Hello, Rach. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this fine Thursday? Hope you're feeling better. All right. Also, while I remember it, we got another Ethernet cable. So hopefully we've eliminated just about everything else. So I went out and bought another cable, and hopefully this is going to solve our connectivity issues. All that bacon. Oh my God, the bacon. Should have probably started heating that up first, but she'll be right. That oil's starting to get a little bit on the low side. Oh. Alright, out of rice bran oil. It's fine. It'll be fine. Right, now, do we have, doesn't look like it. Or if it is, I don't know where it is. Alright, where's my textile? I think it's the 6th. Is it the 6th? You feel not too bad? Excellent. That's a good thing. 6th. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just writing on the freezer bag the date that I started putting stuff in it. So the oldest stuff in there has today's date on it. And that way I can keep track of what's going in, what's coming out. Alright, that's looking good. Let's cook some bacon. That didn't quite cut. That'll be fine. Boogity, boogity, boogity. So now we get to treat some veggies. Weirdly. Rach, I don't know if the germs of the medicine, but I have the most dreadful taste in the back of my throat. Okay. I get a really bad taste in the back of my throat when when I've been napping, like had a nap in my chair or something like that. I wake up and I've just got this ick taste in my mouth. I don't know why. Only then. I mean, waking up with morning breath and all, sure, but now this recipe says to grate the pumpkin and the onion. So grating an onion is going to be interesting. Turn that down a bit. So here we go. Whoops. Now that's just turning it into mush. But, alright. This is what we got. Ooh, it's a bit of skin in the middle of the onion there. So just pick that out. I do snort indefinitely at the moment because my nose is blocked. Yeah, blocked noses will do that. Seems to be getting better each day, so maybe it's germy crud. The antiviral tablets I'm on to also taste awful though. I've learned to fill my mouth with water, tip my head back and drop the pills in and swallow immediately. Yeah, that's a new way of doing it. Whoops. Would have frozen it a little first. Oh, the onion. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Kind of worked. Oh. Now I'm really crying though. Where am I going? Alright, well, there we go. Damn. That's mush. Alright, we're gonna slide that over there. I'm using the front end of the blade for that, but there we go. Keep going, bacon. Right, now, the pumpkin. I've been on other things over the years and they sort of start dissolving as soon as they hit any part of the inside of your mouth. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh. Come on, Kniffy. actually. Spoon trick. But on other things over the years, they sort of start dissolving as, yeah. Come on. There we go. Oh, pumpkin seeds on the ground. Don't know where my brain went just then. I was going to wash my hands in the bacon. Alright, so now we try and peel this. Maybe not the sharpest knife. Googled it, and apparently it's a very common side effect of the medicine. Ah, thank you, Google. Speaking of side effects, whew. We're doing the shaking. We knew that was going to happen. Peeling pumpkin is always a weird experience. That said, I'm trying to take the minimum amount of skin off it that I can. Thought about chopping it up into bits and just grating it back to the skin. Also, if you ever need to know, popping halved onion in the freezer for a little while, like half an hour, can make it stop you crying. I find if I'm going to be cutting a lot of onions, I peel it, like take the peel off, and then rinse it in cold water. And I find that extra layer of water over the top really stops it, stops the crying. Whew, everything's moving. I might get, hang on. Let me get my sticky. My grip pad. Okay, I'm unfamiliar with sticking a teaspoon in your mouth to stop you crying when you're cutting onions. That's a new one to me. Or a matchstick between your teeth. Makes you breathe through your mouth and not your nose, I think. Okay. I would have thought sticking something in your gob made you breathe through your nose. But okay. Oops, that was a bit much. We've got pumpkin flying everywhere in here. Pumpkin flying everywhere! Whoops, that was a bit big. Ah! Old wives' tale. It's one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes old wives' tales are amazing pieces of advice, and sometimes they're really not. That is starting to look pretty good. So, go away, bacon fat. We want you to stay in the pan. Or at least some of you. Those juicy bacon fat. Yeah. Cooked. Oh yeah, coffee. There you go. Yeehaw! Now, obviously, we're going to be putting the pumpkin and the onion in at the same time, so I'm not overly concerned that they're mixing on the chopping board. Making a mess. It's fun though, right? So we're using half a kilo of pumpkin, a whole onion. What do we get to for 150 grams of bacon? Going to be using a ton of eggs in this recipe. Yeehaw. Every now and then I can just feel my fingers whisking on the edge of the grater. It's like doing a carrot now. do tend to rinse my graters. I know it's a little bit of an excess use of water, but I do tend to clean it, because if you let whatever you've just grated dry on your grater, it makes it so hard to keep it clean when it's dried, or to get it clean when it's dried. All right. Clean up the rest of this. Turn that up. So it'll probably be about the right time to turn the oven on and get that preheating. So we're preheating the oven to 190 degrees Celsius. Just trying to mix that onion through a bit. Make sure that we get a nice even mix of the onions. Flinging everywhere. I mean, looking at that, you'd be forgiven for mistaking it for carrot. Ah, that can start doing its thing. Now, barely of berries. Ta-da! Alright, so while that's cooking, I'm going to put 8 eggs into the barrel. Let mortal messing begin. Actually, we'll just put them there. Ding! Oops. No one saw it. Whoa! That one wanted out. Oops. There we go. 8 eggs. Take that, chickens. Ooh, look at that going. that lighter orange. I don't know if you can see that, but as it's cooking, the bits, the shade, you can tell more cooked from the less cooked. The more cooked is the darker orange. Oh, sorry, is the lighter orange. The less cooked is the darker orange. Still a bit of fluid in there, so we're just going to let that cook off. Deal with those eggshells shortly. Stuff, milk. That's what I want. 1/2 cup of milk. The cup measures are not in that drawer. I'll find them eventually. Two spots. That's not bad. Why would you put that back? There's nothing there. Stop it. So we want to keep that going. We want to get the moisture out of it. We just want to just cook off the moisture, nice and easy. Bit of salt, bit of pepper. Now you can beat it with a fork, but I'm going to whisk it because it's so much easier. I can see one yolk just slapping around in there. Don't want to break. There it goes. So again, we're just trying to whisk this to a point where you won't see any bits of yolk floating around. Once it's at that point, you're fine. Coffee. Also had a mango. Right, eating mango over the sink because mango. I remember one of the ranges, the shooting ranges up in Townsville. We'd go out and the outside of the range was lined in mango trees. So when we had a break, you'd find all these soldiers literally monkeying about up in the mango trees eating mangoes. It was hilarious. Still got a bit of fluid in there, but it's mostly gone. So we'll get that doing just a little bit. Your dad tells you about it all the time. He said they used to literally just fall off the trees and the lad would go pick them up. Yeah. Yep. That's actually starting to look pretty good. Not a lot of steam coming off it. So most of the excess fluid is gone now. There's still some there. He also remembers the tasty grey taters. He remembers the potatoes au gratin. And all the trading people did of their MREs. Yep. Nice. They were nice. Oh, they're yummy. Alright, so now we need to grate some cheese. Which is another good reason to clean your grater. I believed you, I'm sure they were delicious. Easy, see it says easy peel apart here. It's not being easy. Be easy to peel apart. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, hey, oh. Yay! Right, sear grater. There's still a bit of steam coming off of that. You might let it go a little bit longer. I don't want to dry it out too much, but I don't want it to be too wet. It's one of those. Easy for whom, Mr. Packet? Right. So, we're meant to be doing 2 cups of grated cheese, separated. Don't think that's going to work for us. That's about a cup, right? Okay. We went a bit overboard. I know. That's 2 cups, right? Right. We're going to call that good enough. So now we take a 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter tin. I should probably. The recipe says to, well, the instructions say to put cooking spray on it. Not really a fan of cooking spray in the fact that I rarely have it in the house. So I'm just going to grease it up with some butter. Because let's face it, butter's not going to hurt anything. Except my itchy hand. Itchy hand, itchy hand. Okay. Alright, place the cooked veggies in the bottom. Alright, sure. Juicy. Creamy. Whoop. Can't see. Alright, we've got too many ingredients in the way. Let's see what we can do to fix that. Ta-da! Alright. There's this nice orange sort of, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's just this nice orange liquid on the bottom of the pan, which is makes me feel good. I don't know how the egg's getting into this, but it says it will. Could that be some mush? Alright, veggies, add the spinach. Now of course we need 100 grams of spinach, and it's given us 120 in the bag. So we're just going to put, whoa, baby spinach. Yeah. Alright, we might tear this up a little bit considering how big some of these leaves are. Alright. It's going to be very interesting. A lot of spinach in 100 grams of spinach. So we're just going to look, I know this is going to wilt, but we're packing it in there. This is going to be like a terrine, a layered terrine. Alright, good enough. Okay, now we're going to add cheese. Now, we don't have to be stingy with this. But also, you know, I may have gone a little overboard. I'm going to give it a little, I'm going to keep a little bit out to go over the top. Then we add the bacon. And again, not doing things by halves. Okay, individually, all these ingredients, you know, they should work quite well together. Now we chuck in the egg. Oh, gotta admit that sunk in a lot better than I thought it would. Thought that was all just going to stay on top. Alright. Well, we've got the egg. Let's give it a little little pat down. See if we can get some of that egg up on top. There we go. That's starting to look better. That's more where we want it. Now I'm going to put this in as is, light, and name the movie. And we're going to leave it in there, and in the last couple of minutes we're going to chuck the rest of that cheese on, just to get a nice melty cheese over the top. And ta-da! Ooh, start timer. Start timer. Start timer. Okay. Timer. So let's do 20 minutes. See how 20 minutes goes for us. In the meantime, we'll eat cheese. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh no, eating of cheese. Uh-oh, egg's about to go bad is not a good thing, Rach. I thought about it yesterday, but ate the last of the watermelon and went back to bed. Well, you know, your body has needed extra sleep, so... that is fair. I'm just going to sit here eating cheese because it's a good point to start cleaning up the kitchen. Just something comforting about a clean kitchen. Hey Chisel, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. We've got the bake in the oven. Now we're just tidying up a little bit. Because, you know, tidy kitchen. How you doing this fine Thursday? And yes, we are reading the ingredients. But that's part of it though, isn't it? That's part of cooking. Is you try the ingredients. Have I eaten raw egg? Yes. Do I particularly want to very often? Not really. You doing okay? Nice. Rach, as a usually busy person, I find it really hard to convince myself I have no expectations of my time at this time. I don't have to do anything and it's fine. I feel both comforted and called out. Oh, we can't put the other one away yet. Yeah, come back. Baby, come back. We're not putting the metal up against the glass. Bad practice. I'll loosen out. We're almost back to one. Look at that. You'll have nothing to cook with after you're done. Ulrich von Liechtenstein. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that's where it came from. Bright stone. So we have this thing in the SCA, in my medieval group, where you get to choose different names. So there's when eventually I'm going to get into more armored combat, and I'm going to take the name of Ulrich of Brightstone. And so yeah, I'm going to take Ulrich of Brightstone, and then it's if I ever got the highest award for that as well, which is knighting, I would ask it to be pronounced in its proper German form, which is Ulrich von Liechtenstein. And then when they ask me what knightly name I will take, I want to do William Thatcher. Because that would be hilarious. There's so much I should be doing with not working time, but not right now. Speaking of not working time, how did it go with the screens? Did you get them in okay? Did that all go alright? Chisel to dress up as a duck, it still counts. Hell yeah. Sure, there was a cartoon where there was a duck that was a knight. Maybe not. There's no particular pictures of it. I'm sure Farfetch thought he was a knight. There are a lot of cartoons out there, Chisel. That is true. Right. Must be time for a bit of carbonated beverage. Let's do carbonated beverage. Oh, carbonated beverage. I really do like you. You fizz and bubble down my throat. If it goes up my nose, I tend to sneeze. I hate that when fizzy drink bubbles go up your nose. Yep, the screens all look good. They're all in and look good. There's just one bolt missing from the bottom of the slave door, but he said it's a 5-minute job to fix it. Apparently it wasn't in the kit he was given. Fair. Good times, great classic hits, so dainty with holding beer. Yes. See? Dainty. There you go. And there it is. Yeah, look, the occasional thing missing, I'm finding that more and more often. You go into boxes and stuff and there's just bits missing. It's like, even in my Secret Labs chair, when I first put that together, there was a screw missing from the side of it. It really is, yeah. Secret Labs are really good once you actually prove who you are. Getting that proof. Sorry, Chisel. It's the parfait glass for you. Yes, yeah, the chair is definitely all sorted. To getting through the process was an absolute nightmare. I suggest, if anyone buys a Secret Labs chair, I suggest you keep every single piece of documentation that you can from the initial order, when it was ordered, because these are what the order was and what was in it, the date it was ordered, the order number, any tracking numbers that come with it. All of these were questions that they asked me to go, hey, can you provide this information to make sure it was you? I'm like, holy crom, who keeps all that? But yeah, we got through that. So that was the harsh part of it all. The good side of it was that they did this over Christmas, New Year, right? I threw them the email and I thought that it was just going to be, all right, yep, okay, we'll talk next year. Here's an email. But no, all the fixing happened over Christmas, New Year. That they did it during that time was amazing. I really didn't expect that. Then all it was a little broken spring. But they sent me the entire, basically, where the bottom of the seat is, everything below that, they sent me another one. I found out why, because trying to take it apart is near impossible. I blew up the old set. But yeah, and so they sent, once we got there, they sent it to me. It arrived in a very timely fashion. And yeah, everything was perfect, and now my seat works great. So yeah. So that was the saga of fixing the chair. Chisel's happy they got a plastic cup, so I don't break it when I drop it. I have a general rule that if I'm actually drinking, strap. If I'm actually drinking, then if I spill 3 times, I stop. That's it. Too drunk. Can't keep my alcohol in my glass. Doesn't count. Like if I'm out in the pub or something, someone bumps into me, that doesn't count. The IQ of a goose. Well, geese are pretty smart. And let's face it, they don't vote Trump, so... Low blow. Spills water listening to the story. Oh, rage. Yeah, he is on the news big time right now. He basically is the news right now. I do feel sorry for Americans, basically. Kinda. I feel sorry for 46% of Americans. The 54% that voted for him, you're getting what you deserve, buddy. It's a weird thing, but you know, I'm not going to feel sorry for people that made a conscious decision. Yeah. Mind you, we're coming up to that time in Australia too, where we get to decide between having a Trump crony and having a leader. Not technically. As far as the actual education system goes, I'm only educated to year 10. I've gotten other qualifications over the years, but basically, I think the secret is look at your mainstream news sources and then ignore them. And then go find a good independent news source. There are a number of them out there. And then, you know, go do your own research as well on top of that. But yeah, basically anything Fox News says is basically the opposite. The opposite is reality. But even then, you've got to be careful because, you know, they occasionally throw in a bit of truth into the mix, which is, I know it's like 1/100th of the overall news, but just every now and then they slip in a bit of truth, and it's weird. When COVID was around, I had to have a giggle because one of the Fox News presenters, she said that she was saying that in Australia we were being fascistly dictated to and being locked down, and America should send its military to free the Australian people. And I'm just like, yeah, what? Okay. Truth. Henry ate oatmeal for breakfast. #fact. Right, so I saw a graph that it was about 35% for him, 33% for Kamala, and the rest was for third party or didn't vote. So more people didn't vote him in than did. I thought he won the popular vote. I thought he won the popular vote with like 54%. Because they don't have preferential voting there as far as I know. We have it here, so our vote still counts. You literally cannot waste your vote in Australia if you use it properly. Yeah, well, they certainly got a clown, Chisholm. He won the popular vote by 1.5 percentage points, but that doesn't mean a lot. Alright, so 49.9% got him the win. So 50%. Okay, so I rescind that. I feel sorry for 50%, 50.1% of Americans. And 49.9, nah. Happy meals for everybody. But overall, more people voted for someone else or didn't vote at all. Yeah. Yeah, well, you don't waste your vote. You don't vote. That is wasting it. That is true. Look, considering the amount of just apathy in the US towards their politicians, it's nearly as much as we've got. I honestly think that if you took away mandatory voting in Australia, that you would get very poor turnouts at the polls. I think most Australians, you would find that a fair number of Australians, I don't know if it'd be most, but I reckon that a fair number of Australians, if not faced with very large fines for not voting, that they wouldn't bother. But we do face very large fines, so go vote. Well, that's not entirely true, Chisel. If you don't want to vote, vote the Greens. The Greens often hold balance of power. They are coming up, they're getting very close to being able to actually take the floor. I think it was New South Wales about 10 years ago, Labor and Liberal preferenced each other just to keep the Greens out of power. Alarm. And yeah, that was just to keep the Greens out of power. I think Australians are getting really, really sick of Liberal and Labor just going, both messages are just, the other party sucks, vote for us. I mean, even the Liberals' own bloody party got sick of it, and that's why we've got Teals now. Make weed legal, 100%. Yep, definitely, Chisel. Oh, look at that bad boy. Damn. Okay, that's not quite set. You can see that, I hope you can see. That's still wobbling around a bit. But that is about where we want it. So we're going to put the rest of this cheese on. And we're going to put it back in the oven for a few more minutes. Hot things are hot. So yeah, not quite ready, which is exactly where we wanted it. To put that cheese on and just get that little bit of extra melty cheese over the top. So I'm going to put it in for another 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see how we go with that. Rachel, on my cranky days, anyone that didn't vote may as well have voted for him. I see where you're going with that. Yeah, I can definitely see the logic, and I'm trying to find a way to sort of, but no, yep, may as well have, especially with that margin, right? Especially when the margin was like 1.5%. That's not a lot of voting to swing that tide. So yeah, I'm going with you on this one, Rach, that if they didn't vote, they may as well have voted Trump at this point. I just don't understand the dichotomy between our right to choose and the number of people who can't be bothered. Well, they chose, I don't care. That was their choice. They get a third choice. effectively, well, they get another choice of I choose to not vote. Oh God, no, Chisel. No. Early John? Sure. The first sort of 4 to 8 years of John Howard? Yeah, okay. The remaining 8 to 12? No. Oh no. Oh, pile of no. That's how we got work choices. I mean, we can bring his eyebrows back. That'd be hilarious. Just not the man. Nah. Okay, so here's how we fix it. Here's how we fix it. Because technically in Australia, you can take your ballot paper, leave it blank, fold it up, and put it in the voting booth thing, in the collection thing, and that is an informal vote. That's not a donkey vote. That's an informal vote. If you run around, draw dicks on it and all this sort of stuff, then that becomes a donkey vote. Even if you number it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row, that's still counted because it is possible that is how you wanted to vote. That the candidates just happen to line up in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order that you preferred. So that is a formal vote. So that doesn't informalise your vote at all. So they're the three generic ways that votes are counted. What we do, here's how we fix it, in my opinion. What we do is we make it that the informal votes, aka the ones that are just left blank, count towards percentages. Right? You are literally, it would become a vote of no confidence. So I have no confidence in any of these parties. I'm folding this form up blank and I'm putting it in the thing. Then that's where you actually give the Australian people power with their vote, right? It's not this preferential system of back deals and all of that, which is better than the American system, don't get me wrong. And that can still operate under what I'm suggesting. But if all of a sudden these politicians actually have to win our vote, they actually have to earn it in a way that we are then willing to put numbers on that sheet to vote for them, we're going to have a lot of elections. We're going to have, like, if they ever instituted it, it would be, you would probably have 3 to 4 elections in the first 6 months of that law coming in, as the Australian people flex on politicians. That, nah, buddy, nah. But there it is. They wouldn't be able to form government. They wouldn't be able to go forward. They wouldn't get paid. That's what I do too. If they can't form government under those rules, all of their pays are suspended until such time as a winner is found. Done. Solved. Rachel, I ended up liking Kevin Rudd a whole lot more than I ever thought I would. Yeah, Kevin wasn't bad. Then he got stabbed in the back by Julia. Still not impressed with her. But she is a really good proof of point. That once you get that high in politics, whatever happens to be in between your legs is mostly redundant. You know, she wasn't. She made some decisions that were good. She made some decisions that were horrific, as do most politicians. You know, so I don't think she was any better or worse than any of the guy prime ministers that have come before her. She was just the next one. I mean, all of their pay should be suspended until their election promises are fulfilled, but that might just be me. I'm going to go with no on that one, Rach, because part of our system in the upper and lower house is checks and balances. So, it might, like work choices. We got work choices because we voted in a Liberal majority in the lower and upper house. And work choices was horrific. But if there'd been, say, Labor or the Greens in the upper house, controlling the upper house, that wouldn't have gone through, and that would have been a good thing, even though it was an election promise. So, that one's a hard one. I still think God's rest Robin Williams, but his idea of them all wearing NASCAR jumpsuits with all their sponsors all over it. I like that idea. Ooh, gone a little far. Hang on, I should check. Oh my God. That is looking really nice. Yeah. Oh, politics. I don't know if they've announced the federal election yet, but we're coming up to one. I know that. Uh, 2025. Oh, wow. Will be held on or before the 17th of May. So they want to get to announcing. That's like just under 3 months, or just over 3 months away. Okay, go away. Yeah. Huh. All right, well, they haven't announced it yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. That's a bit weird. Yeah, there always is backpedaling at this time of year. All right, got about a minute before the alarm goes off, right? More bubbles. 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 My bubbles. Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. It's Whiteback Audio, Carl Casey on YouTube. Go check him out. I have figured out. He does a lot of copyright-free music, but I was having issues with copyright because he's changed something on the channel, and I finally figured it out. When I upload the videos from Twitch to YouTube, I have to have his link in that description at point of upload, because I was putting it in after the upload and it was still saying that it was copyright and all this music was copyrighted. And then I went, what the hell? So I put his link in, which is what all he asked. He asked, you know, look, this is all copyright free and stuff. Just give me the credit. Which, you know, fair. But yeah, the link had to be in there at upload rather than when I actually put it up for people to look at. So I figured it out. Hashtag not a sponsor. No, but not a sponsor, but this is what he asks. I'm assuming Carl is a he. I'm assuming gender, I know. But this is what he asked. He says, hey, if you're going to use my free music, could you give me a credit? Okay, sure, here's a credit. There is a difference between sponsored and credit where credit is due, in my opinion. Oh, look at that bad boy. Look, come on. Look at that. Alright, that looks good. how are we going for wibble? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but there is no wibble left in the middle of that. So when we took it out first time, the surface sort of just moved that little bit, sort of like that, where you could see it wasn't quite solid. Now it's not even moving. You shake it, it's not going anywhere. So that's cool. If we I'll put real money on the fact that if we throw a skewer in that the skewer will come out clean. It's going to come out very hot. Hot things are hot. Yeah, look at that. There's barely even steam on that. So now we let it cool, then we serve some of it up, see how it tastes. Right. It looks deluxe. It really does. Alright, we're gonna just cut a corner bit out. The sound of this cutting is just amazing. Right, now, can I get it out? That is the question. Probably not. Ooh, alright. Whoa. Yeah, I got most of it. Yeah, the egg really didn't penetrate that bottom layer. There we go. Okay. Spinach on its own isn't too bad. I'm going to just grab the rest of that. Hopper. Damn, that is hot. I'm hogging it. Eat, manja, manja. One of these days, I'm just going to figure out how to easy throw this on Insta. Feed? Feed. That's good. Thanks. I don't want to add text on top of it. Add a caption. That's what we want to do. Oops. Bacon, egg, and cheese bake. Today on Lick the Bowl. Okay. And share. Done. We did an Insta thing. Don't look at me, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, actually, where's that spoon? Did I already ditch it? Oh no, it was a teaspoon. Alright, so I'm thinking this may need a bit more salt. It did look... In a minute, maybe. I'm going to put just a teeny bit more salt on that. It's an interesting combination of flavors. It really is. Oh! Mm. Mm-hmm. Doing the happy dance. So that is a really interesting mix of flavors. Because you've got the you'll join in, yay! You've got the real savory of the onion and the pumpkin on the bottom. Then you've got the real salty of the bacon. Then you got the light tang of the cheese, and it's all happening at once. It's really not something that's coming across in layers of flavor, but they're all there. I do like that. That is, Uh-oh. Whew. Very hot. It is definitely retaining its heat. Wow. That's still lava temperatures. I'm gonna let that last bit cool down a little bit so I can really chew on it. I'll take your word, Chisel. If you said you joined in the happy dance, you joined in the happy dance. Here's me saying that, I'll let it cool down a bit. I think we got a goodly amount of cheese. I think we had a 250 gram block. Glass and a half of full cream dairy milk in every 200 gram block. That's for the old people out there. Yeah, definitely upping the amount of cheese we put in was a good idea. Got any eggs with your cheese bake? What? We used 8. We used 8 eggs. It's fine. I know, right? It's almost like it's nutritional. There's like veggies and stuff in it. Maybe could have put a little more, cooked the pumpkin a little more. Oops. But I don't mind that it's that bit, there's that bit more fluid in it, and it keeps it that bit moist. So yeah. That is nicely tasty. I don't sleight of hand. I don't think that's going to last long. But also, there is a little bit of milk in it. There's a, the cheese shouldn't be too bad. But that should freeze quite well. So, I would probably, if I was going to have that for dinner, I would probably say that would be, I'd probably quarter it. If I was going to have it just that for dinner, probably quarter it out. Because I can feel at the moment, sometimes we'll eat a bit and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm already so stuffed. I'm not really stuffed at this point. I could eat just that little bit more, and to sate it. So, no worries, Chisel. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for hanging out. We're just about to wrap up anyway. So, thank you for being here, dude. Yes, the festive dish. So yeah, I'd probably say there'd be about 4 serves in that. And honestly, unless you're in America with the price of eggs, not that expensive a dish. I mean, probably the most expensive ingredient would be the bacon, which was like $8. Veggies were probably 3. That's 11. Cheese 5, 16. What else did we put in it? Milk is basically nothing. Spinach was like $2. So let's say $20. Let's say $20 worth of ingredients. 4 meals. 4 reasonably healthy meals. So yeah, that's $5 each. That's $5 a meal. That's nothing. That's nice and cheap. And that's 4 days or four evenings worth of food, right there. So for $20. $20 if you're not from Australia. We call a dollar a buck. Oh, the eggs. No, what's it? Yeah, I reckon it'd be close to $5 a meal. $5 a serve. I'm gonna have to start pricing these things out, aren't I? I'm gonna have to start figuring out what I'm using, what I'm cooking before, the day before, and then start pricing it out so that we can actually figure out what we're doing with this. But yeah, I'd call that 4 dinners. I'd call that quite happily. I know. And what do we got? Oh, we got no one to raid. Boo. That's a bit sad. Anyway, alright, so we got no one to raid. So we're going to call it there. Ta-da! So there's 3 serves left. Guess what we're having for dinner tonight? Probably not. So there we go. Turn the moo sack down. And ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. Yay! Right, so thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Coming up, tomorrow, doing some more Valheim free build. The walls are rising. The towers are coming. I've got a lot of dirt to fill in. Yeah, so we've got some Valheim free build coming tomorrow. Then we go around to Tuesday, where we'll be continuing with Satisfactory. We've got some milestones on the way, which is awesome. Then Wednesday evening we'll be back to Lobotomy Corporation, which at the moment we're kind of in that initial grind phase. We're we're making it through about 10 days and then we're starting again. And I don't mind it. I don't mind that we're starting again. It's the grind where I've started a new list. Because we hate lists, honest. Yeah, so Lobotomy Corporation on Wednesday night. And then back on Thursday for more cooking. As always, if you have ideas for cooking, if you've got a recipe or anything you want me to try, throw it my way. You can do that in the Discord. You can do it through DM on the channel. Yeah, either way. If you have suggestions, just remember eggplant and chili are out. So if I can't take them out of the recipe, then I probably won't be able to cook it. Yeah. So that's everything that's going on. Hopefully everyone has a great rest of your time zone, and because time zone. Where's the button? There's the button. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully we will see you all tomorrow. If we don't, we'll see you when you see it. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.